Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome in. Welcome back. Today is Monday, September 30th, and I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. I had a different reading planned for today. Yesterday, I was prompted to do a reading around color and how color affects us, and then which colors went with which archangels. I did a lot of research on it, and I didn't have time to do the reading because we had something we had to do yesterday. So this morning, when I got up, fully intending to do that reading, I was prompted to do a reading for Sagittarius. It just kept popping up and popping in, and sometimes I don't trust my gut intuition because I'm thinking it's just me, but it wouldn't let go. And then I had listened as I was getting ready and taking my shower and walking and doing all that. I was listening to some other Sagittarius messages, and this subject of this mini moon kept coming up. So I looked at that a little bit. There is an asteroid that they're calling a mini moon that's going to be orbiting Earth along with our moon, and that it started yesterday. So this asteroid came into the orbit of Earth, the orbit of the moon yesterday. You can look it up if you want to read up on it. It's called 2024 PT5. So the mini moon. So I don't know how significant that will be or if anything about that will come in here as I'm doing this now. But I just was prompted to do a reading for Sagittarius, so that is what I'm going to do. I hope you had a great weekend. We had a nice weekend. We went up to Norway, Maine to my sister's to install a door for her. And while I was up there, I found a shop called It's Magical. And so I bought 4 new selenite hearts. I love selenite. It connects with the angels, and that may be appropriate. I don't know. But anyway, so I found a few things there. And then on yesterday, when we were going to do an estimate for a job for our other business, the carpentry business, we saw a sign for a moving sale. So I was like, oh, we have some time. Let's stop in. So we stopped in and met these really nice people. They're moving to Texas. And my husband looked and he said, oh, look, there's a bunch of decks over here. So, of course, I have to go over there. And one of the decks I got is called The Soul's Journey by James Van Praagh. This happens to be somebody that I really, really highly respect. One of his methods is how I found out who my main guide is. I found, I've read a couple of his books. I've watched some of his things on TV. And so I was really happy to see that deck there. I had had my eye on it for a while. But anyway, yesterday was the time. And then Angel Answers. I've seen this deck used by a couple of other readers. The yard sale or the moving sale had a lot of decks there, but these were the 2 that I was really drawn to. So Angel Answers by Radley Valentine. And the other deck I have of his is called the Angel Wisdom Tarot. So I guess he's kind of connected with angels, or maybe that's the thing that he likes to do. So as I was meditating, concentrating, focusing on Sagittarius this morning, I did pull an angel answer card. That was, I asked a question and pulled a card, and then I thought, oh, it might be for all Sagittarians, but they said, no, that's the answer to your question. So we'll see if another card comes out. I'll tell you what that card was for me in the reading, and then we will discuss it. Okay, so please remember, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. Please do give the video a thumbs up, a like, a share. I appreciate each and every one of my viewers. I couldn't do any of this without you, without my subscribers. I now have 10 more to go to hit 400. And as I've said previously, when I hit 400, I will do a free reading. That can be either live over Zoom or it can be pre-recorded if you don't want to be live. So that would be fine. And if I can figure out who the 400th subscriber is or was, I will also do a free reading for the 400th. So anyway, I have my little horse here. Sagittarius is, of course, the centaur. I don't have a centaur, but I have this little horse who's going to preside over the reading for Sagittarius today. Okay, so I started out with the Soul's Journey. The first card that came out is Trust. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Isn't that something? Because I was just talking about that. The earth can be a tricky place, but you have been given a tool to help you navigate through the murky waters, your intuition. You must learn to tell the difference between ego talk and soul talk, and then trust your soul. Once you get into the habit of following your intuition, you will come to practice that discernment externally. You will be able to know if a person or situation is trustworthy. And boy, do I need that right now. But it all begins with listening to your inner voice. Exercise it like a muscle. And when you determine that it is always right, that wisdom will spread out and influence everything that you do. Decisions will seem easier. Your soul only wants what is best for you, and you must learn to trust it. Yeah. I mean, couldn't have said it better myself. And there are some things going on in my workplace right now where I'm really needing to use my gut intuition on that. There are a lot of things going on right now where I feel like particularly my intuition is really important. I am a Sagittarius, so that is a reminder. And also a reminder because, as I said this morning, I wasn't trusting that I was supposed to do a reading for Sagittarius, even though my gut was telling me that I was. So second guessing and doubting is not a good thing. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And it looks like there's a depiction of Buddha laughing, actually, on this. So humor. There are definitely parts of life that require your serious attention, but you have to learn to have fun. Don't neglect things that bring you joy or make you laugh. Besides the health benefits to your physical body, your emotional and mental bodies reap huge rewards from the art of joy. Yes. Seek out the people who make you feel good about being alive. Avoid cynicism and pessimism. Always look at your cup as being half full, not half empty. The endless chatter of this physical dimension can seep into your conscious mind, so do your best to listen to happy music, read soul-enriching fiction, and be wary of movies or TV shows that can darken your mood. Happy people attract happy people. Oh my gosh. That is so funny that would come out because I started watching that series. I don't know why. I'm really interested in cold case stuff and solving crimes. But the reason, and I was having a talk with myself about why I like that, it's because I'm truly interested in people and what their motivation is for doing things. So even when I listen to the words of a song, I want to know, well, why did they write this? Why are they saying these words? Is this about somebody? Is this about... So my curious nature just makes me want to know why people do what they do, say what they say, act how they act. It's just something that's always interested me. So I started watching the Menendez brothers Netflix thing last night. And while it's dark, it still makes me understand kind of how they got to the point of doing what they did. I don't know if there's value in that for my soul to know those things, but at any rate, that's just, that's what I did. So anyway, this is a reminder that I have to keep humor in it and that I need to stay away from things that make me feel dark. Now, that show didn't necessarily make me feel dark. It made me understand how they felt dark, if that makes any sense. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then I was prompted to use the wisdom of the Oracle deck. Number 32, here and now. Be in the present moment. 32 is a 5, which is change. being fully present in the moment and living one day at a time. And boy, do I need reminders about that. Sometimes I get so caught up in my list of things to do or what I have to do tomorrow or later or when I get home from work that I pull myself away from being present now. So that is a reminder that I definitely need, and I'm grateful for it. I love, okay, so they're pointing out to me the purple and green colors of this. Now, purple being your higher self. It can be associated with Easter, with Jesus, with the he is risen type thing. It can also be associated with your crown chakra, your third eye, just that purple violet up above you, and also the violet flame, which came up yesterday in the reading that I'm about to do about color. And this card also has purple. This deck has pink or purple borders. This card has a purple border. Then we have the green of humor. Green is healing. Green is the heart chakra, right? And I believe it goes with Raphael. And then this card has the green on it. So green and purple. So heart chakra, love, healing, higher self, higher consciousness, intuition, right? Fantastic. Tsunami, wake up call. And you see the moon in that card, right? So wake up call. Yeah, I'm really feeling like there's something that I need to, as a Sagittarius for myself, be more aware of. What is it for you, Saggy? What is the thing that you need the wake-up call about? You're getting the wake-up call about? Is it humor? Is it trust? Is it being in the present moment? What is that wake-up call for you? We're going into October. We're coming up on the new moon in Libra on October 2nd, I think it is. It might be the 3rd. I can't remember now. Sorry. Either the 2nd or the 3rd. What is it that you need to wake up about? What is your wake-up call, Saggies? What is it for you? Okay. We're going to go now to the Tarot Royale. And see what... Okay, that won't go back in. Oh, I'm holding the deck upside down. That's my fault. Okay, what do we have for my Saggies? Conflict. Collaboration came out, and then conflict. Oh my gosh. These same cards came out in one of the readings I was watching this morning. How bizarre. How bizarre. Oh my gosh. One of the readers is called the Scottish Gypsy. And I listened to Sagittarius as my sun sign. I listened to Leo as my rising sign and also my husband's sign. So the Leo and Sagittarius readings from the Scottish Gypsy were very similar. I mean, it was uncanny, the message that was coming out in both of those signs. And now I have 2, if not 3 of those. And I can't remember what was the other one I was listening to. Of course I can't remember because I'm in channeling mode now. But yeah, things aren't going where you want them to. Okay. Let's just set that up there. 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, Page of Cups, King of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. That could be the wake-up call right there, Saggies. That 10 of Swords. Okay, so remembering about trust, humor, being present, a wake-up call. The 3 of Pentacles. Now, 3s are very important. They can represent the Holy Trinity, the mind, body, soul, the mind, body, spirit connection. But they're also about creation, collaboration, your community, who is around you. But in Pentacles, this is earth, this is physical stuff, this is money, this is how you make your living. And you can see there he's holding that up, and he's really proud of what he's created. He's really proud of what he's created with his collaborators. So who are you collaborating with? Who is around you that you're creating things with? And this doesn't need to be a thing. It can be. It could be a website. It could be a business. It could be a yard sale. It could be anything, really. Who's around you that you're creating something with? Your coworkers? Are you doing something special at work, a special project, something like that? And right on the heels of that is this Five of Wands. So fives are change. And this is the second five in the reading because we had that 32 of being present. Now, this can sometimes just be butting heads with somebody at work. Your idea, their idea are different. This is not a full-blown, this is more like a light disagreement or a competition of some sort. Is there something going on at work where you're competing with another for a position or to be able to do the project? Are you collaborating with somebody but you feel like it's a competition? Yeah, thank you, Spirit. So for some of you, I feel like you're doing some sort of project with someone, but it feels like they want to best you at it. So even though you're supposed to be working together, this person kind of wants to show out and be like, oh, I can do this better, or my idea is better, or we should do it my way. So I feel like the conflict has something to do with that, Saggies. Something to do with someone who you're working with, or you have to work with, or you're paired up with, that just always seems to want to downplay your ideas or your contribution. Wow. Okay. Then we have the Page of Cups. Pages are messengers. They are novices. They are beginners. And cups are nurturing, love, emotion, can be water signs. You see the seahorses back there and the butterflies and the flowers. So this is somebody that, what they're giving me is this is somebody who's quite innocent. They don't really understand what they're doing. They feel like they have to downplay you in order to feel good about what they're doing. Wow, thank you, Spirit. So this person is not as experienced as you, whoever it is that you're collaborating with. Wow, this message is going in a whole different way than I thought it would. They feel like the only way to shine is to downplay you or upplay themselves. Like, oh, Spirit, help me explain. It's like when you're in a classroom and there's a person who just raises their hand every single time, and it's like the kid with the hand up, ooh, 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 I know the answer. It's like that kind of energy. Like somebody who wants to beat you to the punch, so to speak. They want to beat you to the answer. They want to beat you to the, wow, Spirit, thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of how this, I'm going to have to listen back to this because I don't feel like there's any of that for me, but there could be. Very next thing. Now, underneath this creation, collaboration, 3, and this 5, conflict, disagreement, etc., is the King of Swords. So the vision that they're giving me is that somebody, it's either the boss, somebody comes onto the scene and basically says, cut it out. Basically is like, stop it. You're working on this project together. You're both doing this for the same end. You're both trying to get the same outcome. So there's no need to compete here. I'm listening. This person is like the voice of reason, but also somebody who just doesn't take any BS. This person is going to get tired of the constant bickering I'm hearing. The constant bickering is driving this King of Swords nuts, and he is just ready to come right down with his sword and say, enough is enough. No, they're giving me an example. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. So funny. When I was a kid, I have a sister that's, she's 2 years younger than me, and when my grandmother would babysit us, sometimes we would get into a disagreement or an argument, or I don't even remember the total thing, but she would say, okay, Lisa, you go sit in the chair in the dining room. Linda, you go sit in the chair in the kitchen. Or, she'd put us in different places. And then we would miss playing together. She would be like, you're going to sit there until you think you can play nice. And so then, of course, we would be like, well, this is no fun. We should be able to get along and play. So then when she'd let us out of the chairs, there would be no more arguing that day. I mean, I'm sure that happened more than once. So this person is having the energy of that. Like, okay, come on. Like, you guys can put your heads together and resolve this. You know how to resolve this. Stop bickering, stop arguing, stop competing, and just get the job done. Wow. Okay. And then the next card is the Six of Pentacles. Oh, hold on. Ooh, okay. Sorry about that interruption. That was my husband calling. Stuff going on at his work. I guess I need to do a Leo reading after this. Okay, so we were discussing the Six of Pentacles. So sixes are typically harmony. In this depiction, in this deck, in this card, this is showing that he's carefully weighing out his options, I'm hearing. Wow, it's never been that. But he's weighing his options, and where he thinks they're going, they are not going. So weighing up his options and thinking, okay, I'm going to put this here and I'm going to put this here, but they're falling right in between. They're not going where they should be going. Anything else on this, Spirit? They're saying that this does not have anything to do with money. This has to do with the direction of something. The direction of something. It's not money. We'll have to see if some more information comes across for that. And then we have the Ten of Swords. The swords are hovering right above his back. He's lying down in a field of poppies, it always looks like to me. Tens are the completion of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. This can be somebody who's kind of stabbed you in the back, somebody who, it's like a gossipy thing. It's like it goes right back to this, where I said you're working with someone on a project and they're trying to best you or better you. They want it to be, they want to be in the spotlight, and it's just like I was saying in the beginning, where they're trying to make you not necessarily look bad, but they're trying to make it look like you don't know as much as they do. Like they know how to do it. Weighing your options, deciding how to handle it is what Spirit is giving me. Whatever this situation is with this person, and I mean, it doesn't have to be at work. It could be somebody who's collaborating with you on a business, on a product, on an event. It's something, I'm just trying to feel into it, trying to get the right message. Trusting your inner voice is going to be really important, because you're going to get a wake-up call, whatever this situation is. And it could be could it be a relationship? I'm trying to, because obviously in relationships we do collaborate and work on things together. I don't know. I'm getting sibling rivalry. I'm getting event for some of you. I don't know what this is. I don't. I'm going to have to listen back. But there is definitely somebody. There is somebody who is making this really difficult. There is somebody who is making this really difficult. That's the feeling that they're giving me. The situation doesn't have to be like this, but this person that you're dealing with, and they're leading me back to that humor card, where it's going to get to the point where there's nothing you can do but just say, well, that's how they want to be, that's how they want to do it, and you're going to have to give yourself a little bit of humor about it. Either when the situation gets done, you're like, oh, geez, I never want to do that again. Or it's actually reminding me of when my two sisters and I were planning my mother's 60th birthday party, and all three of us had different ideas about what we wanted to do or what we thought she'd like, or because our mother was a different mother with all of us, with each of us. I knew her differently than my other two sisters. We each had a different kind of relationship or understanding with her. It's hard to explain. Anyhow, what I thought she would like wasn't necessarily what my other two sisters thought she'd like. And my younger sister definitely had a completely different relationship with her. She was 8 years younger than me and 6 years younger than my other sister. And so her idea of it was different. And after we did pull it off. There were some disagreements about what to do, about who to invite, about the theme, about the blah, 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 blah. And when it was over, I said, I mean, we did have a good time. My mother was surprised. It was really fantastic. But when it was over, I said, I never want to plan another event like that again, ever. And I actually think I told my mother, I hope you enjoyed that because the three of us are never going to do it again. So it could be something like that. I don't know why Spirit would give me that, that example. So, gosh, I'm going to really have to listen back to this because I don't feel like I have anything like that in my life right now. I'm not working with anybody. Well, maybe something's going to come up that I am going to. I don't know. Saggies, what is it for you? Are you planning an event? I mean, this could be because now they're bringing up my mother's, it wasn't a funeral, it was like a celebration of life. The three of us did that again, I mean, obviously we had to. And I don't know if we really had much differences of opinion during that. I mean, it was kind of emotional, so it's not like you're going to argue about things. You just kind of get it done. So I don't know. It could be that. Are you trying to plan a celebration of life, a wedding, an anniversary party, a birthday party, but you're weighing your options, and what you think is going to happen is not going to happen. They're giving me that with that Six of Pentacles, weighing your options, and what you think is going to happen is not what's really going to happen. Because this. Okay. 3 times they tried to give me 2 cards. Okay. This is my red dragon deck, my Pendragon deck. Knight of Cups. Okay. This is typically romance, but this is love. This is moving ahead in a nurturing, loving space. So that's like the recommendation or the advice, let's say. Thank you, Spirit. Is that when you're dealing with this situation, Saggies, whatever it is, you need to come from a place of love and humor, right? This is a wake-up call, right? It's a wake-up call to whatever it's related to with this situation. Could it be a death? Yes, it could. Could it be a wedding? Yes, it could. A birth, a birthday, an anniversary, something like that. And I don't know what the wake-up call will be for you necessarily, but you're going to have a big realization during this, whatever this event thing is. Remember, the other person is coming from an immature soul growth place. So whoever you're dealing with this, they're not as enlightened as you, so it's hard for them to see things the way that you see them. Just remember to be in the now, in the moment. When the event is taking place, whatever it is, try to just be there, okay? Try to come from a place of love. And then the Sun. Yay. The Sun is being content with things as they are, even though they're not exactly as you want them to be. Hallelujah. That is a perfect message for this, because it's not going to be exactly how you want it. I mean, that's exactly what they're saying. Exact. Why do they keep giving me that word? Yeah, it's not going to be exactly how you want it, because you're going to feel, the feeling that I get from this card is, well, nobody cares how I want to do it. They don't care about that. They always have to be in the spotlight, and I always have to be down here in the poppies type feeling. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Saggies. This is such a bizarre reading, isn't it? Okay, Starry Beginnings, and then Animal Oracle, and then I'll tell you what my angel answer question was, and I'll do one for you. So think about a question you want to ask, and then I'm going to get that deck, and then I'll show you what the card, we'll have Spirit give us the answer. Okay. Okay. Starry Beginnings by Cassie White. What is the card from this deck, Spirit, that you want the Saggies to be thinking about? It's going to be okay. Everything will work out fine. Trust what you need is there. Trust what you need is there. It's beautiful purple again. With love, all can be accomplished. How fitting. This is a number 7. Reflection. Trust what you need is there. Trust what you need will be there. Trust that it will be fine. And with love, all can be accomplished. So you just need to remain your loving self. And now they're showing me purple again. Purple, purple, purple. Purple, purple. Purple sky. Green. The greens and the purples are prominent here. So you may want to get a green and a purple stone. Have those near you. You may want to look up what the colors green and purple mean. Feel into it, because looking at this whole thing, it looks green and purple. I mean, we have the sun here, which is that bright, bright energy color. But almost everything else has a tinge of purple. Even this grayish card can kind of have a purple tinge to it. Green, green, green. Don't ask me why they're... I don't know why they're pointing that out, but they are. Maybe it means something to you, Saggies, that are watching. All right, we're gonna. Okay, wow, that flipped out of the deck. Literally. What is the animal message for my Saggies about this? Is there another animal oracle that wants to come out besides the one you flipped to us? Yep. Oh my gosh. Okay. First one that flipped out is Butterfly Rebirth. Boy, has that come out a few times. You can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. Remember, we had 2 5s in here. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey, including whatever this is that's going on or that's going to happen, or this planning thing coming from a place of love. Rebirth, reinvent, come from a place of love always, right? Dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. Yeah, you're going to have to be more mature in the situation. You can shapeshift at will, meaning you can shift not necessarily your personality, but you can shift into that place of love, come from that place of love, stay away from anger, right? You can transmute it, transform it, and shift it into where you need to be to get this done. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Yeah, you don't want to lose your dignity over this, because it's really not worth it. It won't be worth it in the long run. More purple and green. This card is purple and green. Purple in the butterfly card. And then we have the gold of the sun coming out in polar bear. Polar bear, mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger, Saggy. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Saggies, I don't know what this is that you're going through, or that you're going to be going through, or that you're going to be planning or working on, but you can get through it. Look at that card. Take strength from that card. It's a beautiful card. It's an absolutely beautiful card. And I love how it pairs up with the sun. That's kind of where I want it to be, because these colors over here, like my candle holder, orange, beauty, green, purple. Okay, so now thank you so much for staying tuned. So when I have been presented a possible opportunity, maybe, of where I may be able to do my readings in person. It would take some travel and some time to do it. But I was asking, is this right for me? Is this going to happen? I asked for a card. And I got, there's something better. There's something better. So we'll see how that plays out. I'll try to remember to tell you if I can. And now, hopefully you have thought of a question. I will ask the angel answers for you. So if you've thought of a question, if you haven't thought of a question, think of one now. And I will have Spirit give us the answer. So think of a question that you want to ask. Think of a question that you want to ask. And here we go. Get your question in mind. If you don't have it yet, pause the video. Okay, Spirit. So for my Saggies, Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus, what is the answer to their question? What is the answer to the question that they're asking? What is the answer to the question? What is the answer? Okay. It's a purple border. Okay. Ready? Unlikely. Unlikely. So whatever you asked, whatever the question was that you asked, it is unlikely. Okay. So remember, trust. Trust your inner voice. Trust your intuition, right? Remember humor, right? Focus on the lighter side of things. Remember to be present in the here and now. Remember that you're about to get a wake-up call about something or someone or a situation. And then we went through with the Gilded Tarot, the Tarot Royale here, with the situation, the collaboration, the disagreement, or what have you. Something's not going where you want it to go. This King of Swords coming in and saying, knock it off, right? And then you have how you were feeling about the swords, the person who needs to shine brighter than you, right? And then we have trust that what you need is there, right? Come from a place of love with that Knight of Cups, being content with things the way they are, even though they may not be exactly how you want them, right? And then the butterfly, rebirth, the dragon, shape shift your mood to what you need to get through this, the sun, and the polar bear, mystic. All of this purple and green. Saggies, thank you so much for staying tuned, staying with it. I do love you all so much, and I thank you all. Peace and kindness every single day.